analytics at me first.
Guys, so first of all, basics, I wanted to just know, so all of you will know what the sectors are, right? Because the last session that I went to, many people didn't actually know what the sectors are. So I hope everybody knows that there's finance, there's consult, there's analytics, and then there's startups. And in startups, majorly it's IT based or product management based or general management based. I hope everybody's clear with that. And also in analytics there are two types. So one is ZS Associates, kind of like ZS Associates and Tiger Analytics, where they have hardcore analytics. They work more with unstructured data, and you need a lot of machine learning and advanced analytics. Whereas in companies like EXL, Indus Insights, you will more or less work with Excel and basic versions of R and SAS. So if you are more into advanced analytics and you want to work with machine learning and you are comfortable working with a lot of unstructured data, then ZS Associates and all that is where you want to go to. And then there's EXL and companies like Indus Insights, where they would more or less use basics, principles of stats and basics,
Basically consultant profile.
Exactly. So what we want to do is we'll tell you about both the profiles and what is the preparation needed for both the profiles, and then we'll open it to questions, so that if you have any company specific questions you can put that too. So first let us cover analytics, and then later we can move on to startups later. Is that it? So let's start with EXL or something like that. So the preparation needed. I think preparation should be fine. Courses that you need, resume points that you need.
Okay, so it's pretty vague right now. So as far as my background is concerned, I did a bunch of online courses on analytics, starting from machine learning by Andrew Ng. That's kind of a very basic course in machine learning. Apart from that, I did a bunch of courses on Coursera and edX, Analytics Edge by MIT, Statistical Learning by Stanford. So yeah, most of my knowledge on data science is based on online courses which I have done, and I found that pretty very useful for the placement process. Industry-wise courses, I have not done any probability course as such in the first 2 years. But Applied Time Series by Arun Kangirala, that's a very good course, and I would recommend people who are actually planning to sit for analytics to take that. He does a very wonderful job of covering probability in the first 2-3 weeks, so you have a very good base in probability. And the time series part is also very useful for people who are kind of planning to join, say, in companies in the financial sector, because time series again is very useful over there. So in these courses I would say Applied Time Series, and people who are more interested in the hardcore machine learning, I would recommend Ravindran Sir's machine learning course. So those two are, as far as I know, some of the best courses available in INSEE right now. But other than that, to get more experience and to work with real data sets, online courses are the best option. At present, there is a machine learning specialization given by University of Washington in Coursera. That's one of the best courses out there right now, and it's a 5-course specialization, and it really covers a lot of topics, and also makes you work with real life data, so you get that hands-on experience. So yeah, that will be the courses. Other than that, I knew for a fact that the initial testing, the online test would include a lot of CAT type problem statements. So for that, Pariksha, we had a website known as Pariksha, which frequently conducted tests, like CAT-based tests. So my kind of experience was mostly based on that.
I think he is the complete other extreme of preparation, and I think he has done all this stuff over the last 5 years. So I think many of you might not have done or might not be willing to put this much effort. I think you just want to try out analytics. So that was my case. So I didn't do, I think I hardly did 10% of this whatever courses he has done. I've only taken courses from my minors and electives. So the ones that helped me during my interviews were I did applied statistics, which was a math elective which I've taken. And my minor was OR, but that didn't really help. But the third course in the minor elective, I did computer simulation, which through which I got to again understand the basics, and it was a bit helpful during the preparation time. So generally for analytics, I don't know about Amek, but at least in EXL, they just don't only see you whether you have done a lot of analytics stuff for your 4 or 5 years. It's just enough that if you can show that you have done at least you have some knack for problem solving and analytics, and are you someone who will be trained, who can learn when you're being given training. So that is what they're looking for. So in my case, all I had was a small project in analytics during a course, and an export which she mentioned, and applied statistics course, and computer simulation. So this is what I put in my resume, and the entire interview was based on my resume, and I was just asked one question, not even a guesstimate. So it depends on the profile that you are and the person you are, and the way you pitch yourself to the interviewer. So there are different types of people in the same company who are placed here. So just don't think that okay, he has done these many courses, so if you haven't done, so I'm not going to, I have no chance in analytics. So it just depends on, even though whatever math courses you have done, whatever online analytics courses you have done, just present it in a way and start preparing them. And as you mentioned, the EXL at least had shortlisting criteria based on the test. So I was really sure, I was confident because I prepared an entire summer, not just reading some formula or something, just like start writing tests. My grants counselor started sending at least 10 questions every week. So I think most of the VCs do that, so just solve those and try to remember the formulas, those are very helpful, don't try to start from scratch. I think that is pretty much, I think EXL is the only way to get shortlisted, you have to crack the test. And EXL, they had 3 sections in the test. There were 10, 20 questions, and you have to have minimum cutoff. You have to reach at least some percentage in each section to get shortlisted. I think that's all. I think I'll talk about the interview maybe later.
One small point, most of the companies that come, like the analytics companies, they don't come assuming that you guys have a lot of experience in analytics because it's a very new field. So most of it, it's just that it's preferable if you have any data science experience. Even if you have no experience at all, it's not that you won't get it because they're not expecting